So today's job, we have touching up some rusty bits. The truck's in really good condition, but there are some little areas where we need to work on. There's little bits of paint that's chipped away. Whilst we've got a little bit of weather on our side, we're going to be sorting that out.
I'm getting through the bubble.
So Louise has made a bit of a start. Sorry about the noise. Yep, so we've got a bit down here on this door to do. The corner of the door was bent in, so I've just straightened it up. But as you can see, there's a bit of rust underneath the paint, and I think there's going to be some under the cab, which we've got to sort out. We'll find out once we have tilted the cab. Okay, so we think we're at a position now where we're going to try tilting the cab. Emptied everything out, found the bar, everything's good to go. We've slackened off the nuts on the roof rack to cut the cable for the light bar. Louise has been around the front and found some rusty bits, and yeah, we need to get a bit creative here with some filler or something, but we're at a point to tilt it. Here we go. Okay. Okay, we're all good. So we read the manual, we've chocked the wheels, we've removed everything.
So 45 degrees.
45 degrees, but what I've got to do is I've got to just jimmy the carpet underneath the slider so it don't rip it all off as best I can. There we go. 45 degrees.
Well, it's not going
It's not going anywhere. Okay, that's it. Okay, now I need to go and do driver's side. Don't spring the don't slide the seats too far forwards because they come off the rails. Yeah, off the runners. So, how am I going to do this? Gonna need to clamber in. Not a lot of space. Here we go. Right. This one's not as bad. Okay. That's it. We're off. So this is for tipping the cab. The lever is on the left-hand side, which is for down. That's where you fill up the hydraulic oil. That's for up, so we want to go up. So I'm going to pull that over there, I believe. That makes sense. And then in with the pole. Let's see what happens. It helps if the pole goes in. There we go.
There we go.
Why does that sound like something's still attached?
I did say it was going to clunk and make noise.
That's it. Just having a poke around. What have you seen? So, as you can see, we have tilted the cab. That was exciting, wasn't it? There's a bit of rust under the wheel arch. We can sort that out. Hopefully you can hear me over Louise's rubbity-dubbity. So, yep. One nice shiny Mercedes engine. Needs a little bit of TLC. So my plan is to put some Lanoguard on it. I think for now we'll give that a go. See how that fares. We've got to try and figure out how we're going to refix the boot for the gear lever. I think that's going to be up under there somewhere. We need to have an upside. That is it, yeah. But there's two plates, one at the top, one at the bottom. I think that's what holds the other bit in. But one of us needs to get inside the cab and have a look. So who's that going to be? Should we do rock, paper, scissors?
I'm lighting it, so I'll get in.
The back of the box looks all right.
Yeah, it does. Bit dirty.
Bit dirty.
A few spiders.
It's all right. Okay, so all right, let's crack on. So a bit of an update with the help of half the street. The roof rack is off, and that there were 6 of us in the end lifting that off. It's got some weight in it, so yeah. What we're doing now? More rubbing down. Louise has been busy with the Lanoguard, getting everything covering. And I've got some filler ready to fill up the windscreen hole.
It's probably good to go now.
Yep. Well, Louise has done a good job filling. Some holes up here. Done a bit around the side on the door. And here. And that's good timing, because here's Josh. Come and join in. Day 2. Louise's filling's gone off. Just drying it down a bit because we've got a bit of morning dew. That's looking good.
Yeah, just needs a bit of a sand.
Needs a bit of a sand. So we're going to tilt the cab again. We've moved the roof rack out. We've got a plan for this. We weren't too sure what we were going to do, but we've got a plan now. Son's van's out the way. We fitted 2 solar panels to that yesterday. Okay, on to wander. Louise is trying another tactic with the gear stick gator boot that we can't get on. Yeah, just had another half an hour faffing around with it. We'll get it to work though. In the meantime, I have cut a section of the roof rack out. This is 10 centimetres long, 100 mil, from a section here that we're not going to need going forwards. So my plan now is to work out how much does the roof rack weigh. So 10 centimetres long, I just need to measure the rest of it. I've already weighed this, I'm not going to give the game away just yet. Let's see how heavy it is. Well, a bit of faffing around and Louise has got the boot on. Hopefully it stays on. Well done, Louise. Okay, so my 100 mil bit tubing that I cut, that's 200 grams, and I've measured the frame down here, measured the frame, done all the calculations based on the weights, and we reckon the frame on its own comes to 54 kilos, which doesn't sound a lot, but that doesn't take into account the extra bits that I can't really measure, like these bits which fit on the roof gutters. So there's a few of those on it, and also the steel mesh. I can't weigh that easily. But our original estimate was around 150 kilos. So I don't know if there's 100 kilos worth of steel mesh and fixings. I don't know. It's still too heavy for 2 of us to lift. Anyway, on to the next job. I don't know if you guys can see, but if I paid thousands of pounds for a paint job like 3 years ago, I would be extremely disappointed. This stuff here is just flaking away. As you can see, it's all rusty underneath, which we're going to have to treat and fill, paint again. So yeah, not such a good paint job, but we're finding it now so we can fix it now. There we go. Hope you enjoy this episode, and see you on the next one.